Now to a critical test for NASA's Artemis 2 rocket to see if it's ready to launch 4 astronauts on a trip around the moon. Sam Champion is here with more on that. Good morning, Sam.
The very latest. Good morning, Michael, on this. So overnight, NASA's scrubbing what they call a wet dress rehearsal for the Artemis 2 mission at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. They call it wet because the rocket's fully loaded with super cold liquid propellants, so ready to go, right? The rehearsal was supposed to lead to a February 8th launch, taking 4 astronauts around the moon. NASA posting, and this is a quote, the Artemis 2 wet dress rehearsal countdown was terminated at the T-minus 5:15 mark due to a liquid hydrogen leak at the interface of the tail service mast umbilical. Here's what that means. That's the quick disconnect fitting between the rocket and the tower, the thing that flops loose when the rocket takes off. The hydrogen fuel leak causing the launch team to stop and start this fueling process several times. The Artemis 2 astronauts will now be released from quarantine, and NASA plans to conduct a second wet dress rehearsal before the real launch. NASA now targeting March as the earliest possible launch date they could go for. The mission could make history, potentially taking the 4 astronauts beyond the low Earth orbit and around the moon. Guys, we haven't done that for 50 years. Wow. NASA officials are expected to talk about the rehearsal and the mission later today.
Wow, that's something. 50 years.
I know. I know.
That is simply incredible, Sam.
Right.
All right.